Ever feel like your home's quietly shouting at you? Too much stuff, not enough peace. You clean, but it still feels messy. What if I told you the Amish have a way to flip that backwards? Not trendy, not expensive, just smart. They don't start with what to throw out. They start with what to keep. And that changes everything. This ain't minimalism. This is survival for the soul. Welcome to Rustic Pantry, where we don't just organize. We remember how to live. 1. The cupboard with too many mugs. You ever open a cupboard and mugs just stare back at you? A dozen. Maybe 2. Mugs for vacations you barely remember. A chipped one from your college days. One you got for free from a bank. Another that says, "World's Best Boss." You ain't even a boss. But there they are, all lined up like soldiers you never use. Amish folks don't do that. You walk into their kitchen, you'll see just what's needed. Not a mug for every mood, but maybe one for each family member. That's it. And you think, doesn't that feel lighter? They don't save mugs for a rainy day. They don't hoard. They don't cling to memories inside ceramic cups. They sip their tea, rinse the mug, and put it back where it belongs. Simple, quiet, clean. You try it. Choose 2 mugs, your favorite ones. Place them right there. See how much emptier that shelf feels? Not sad, just honest. Make space for breathing. 2. That drawer you never open. Everyone's got that drawer. You know the one. Somewhere in the kitchen or the hallway. Filled with pens that don't work. Rubber bands. Old batteries, maybe dead. Screws you swear you'll need someday. Receipts faded to nothing. It's chaos in there. Amish homes? Not really a thing. Why? Because they don't allow that drawer to exist. If they don't use it, it don't stay. If it ain't needed weekly, it's out. Doesn't matter if it might come in handy. That maybe mindset. That's how the drawer was born. So here's the move. Open it. No excuses. Dump the whole thing out. Sit with it. Ask one question. When did I last use this? Not think about it. Use it. You'll be surprised how many things you kept just in case. But just in case never came. It just filled space. That drawer doesn't need a label or organizer bins. It needs honesty. Keep the screwdriver. Toss the mystery keys. Be ruthless. Feel free. 3. When too much furniture makes the house feel smaller. There's something you notice in Amish living rooms. Space, air, breathing room, a couch, a few sturdy chairs, maybe a rocking chair by the window. That's it. No towering bookshelves. No TV stand filled with tangled cords. No decorative tables for no real reason. Their rooms feel human-sized, lived in, not stuffed. Now look around your own. Be real with yourself. You ever stub your toe on a side table that serves no purpose? Ever walk into a room and feel like the furniture is shouting at you? Too many legs, too many cushions, too much bulk. Amish don't arrange rooms around screens. They arrange them around people, around conversations, around rest. You take one chair out, just one, and suddenly the room opens up. You feel it instantly. Less noise, less crowding. You breathe different. That's the magic. It ain't just about the stuff, it's the space between the stuff. 4. The guilt shelf. You know what hurts the most to declutter? The guilt shelf. That's where you keep stuff people gave you. Stuff you don't like, don't use, but can't throw away because it was a gift, a favor, a memory. You don't want to seem ungrateful. Amish, they approach gifts differently. Gifts are meant to be used. If something is given but never needed, they'll pass it on. Quietly, respectfully, no drama. Why? Because to them, holding on to unnecessary stuff out of guilt, that's not respectful. That's fear. That's pride. That's putting emotion in a box and stuffing it in the corner. You don't need to keep that candle holder your aunt gave you 5 years ago, or the blender from a wedding gift that still sits unopened. Someone gave with love. Accept it with love. But if it doesn't serve your life, let go. Bless it. Release it. Guilt is not a storage system. 5. A table that's for meals, not mail. Let me paint a picture. Amish kitchen, long wooden table, worn smooth from daily meals, hands, stories, prayers. Nothing sits on it unless it's dinner or chores. Now picture your table. Is it covered in mail, coupons, bags, stuff you meant to get to? That's not a table. That's a pause button. It's a surface of delay. Clutter magnet. Declutter backwards here. Imagine the table empty. Just wood, just space. Reclaim it. Not just physically, but emotionally. Set a rule. No paper on the table. No backpacks. No junk. Only food. Only connection. Let that surface become sacred again. The Amish don't eat around piles of unopened envelopes. They eat together. No TV. No phones. Just conversation. Silence. Laughter. A simple table can change the way you live if you let it. 6. You don't need 3 of everything. This one's gonna sting. But lean in. Why you got 3 spatulas? For bottle openers? 2 microwaves? Yes, some people do. The Amish? 1 tool per task. Well made. Used often. Taken care of. Because too many duplicates means 2 things. Distrust and distraction. You don't trust that one will be enough. And so you scatter your attention across backups, just in case. But what if one was enough? 1 can opener, 1 broom, 1 jacket that works for every season. You save time. You know where things are. You don't dig through extras. That's peace. That's clarity. Declutter backwards by choosing the best one. The one that fits your hand just right. The one that always works. The others? Give them to someone who actually needs one. That's love. That's smart. 7. Stop organizing and start reducing. Big trap in the modern world. We think buying storage bins means we're decluttering. Nope. That's just organizing chaos. That's just making your clutter look cuter. The Amish don't do that. They don't buy a $50 organizer to hold junk they don't need. They reduce. They remove. They simplify. When there's less, you don't need a system. The system is the simplicity. Decluttering backwards means asking, if I had to pack this room in 1 box, what would make the cut? That's the gold. That's the filter. Stop trying to color code your clutter. Just cut it down. Let the air back in. Let light touch empty shelves. It ain't about perfection. It's about peace. 8. Let your space reflect who you are today. We keep too much from our past selves. Clothes from when we were smaller. Hobbies we don't even like now. Books for majors we never finished. Amish? They live in the now. They grow into their life, not around their old identity. Decluttering backwards helps you see yourself clearly. Who are you today? Not 5 years ago. Not next year. Today. What does this version of you need? What does she love? What supports him daily? Keep only those things. You change. You grow. Your space should, too. It's not disrespectful to let go of past versions of yourself. It's wise. It's freeing. It's real. 9. The silence that follows. Here's what no one tells you. After the clutter's gone, after the shelves are empty, after the noise is out, there's silence. Stillness. And it can feel weird at first. You'll walk into a room and feel like something's missing. But then you realize it's not what's missing, it's what's returned. Peace, focus, breathing room. That's what the Amish live in daily. They don't chase silence, it lives with them. And soon with you too. When there's less to look at, your eyes rest. When there's less to do, your mind slows down. That's not emptiness. That's fullness of another kind. 10. Decluttering ain't a chore, it's a return. So here's the final truth. Decluttering backwards isn't some fancy hack. It's a return to the core, to the center, to your own breath. The Amish don't declutter because it's trendy. They do it because it makes life manageable, peaceful, sacred. You're not just tossing stuff. You're making room for real life. For deeper dinners, for warmer mornings, for gentler evenings. You're not giving up things. You're taking back your space, one item at a time, one drawer, one corner, one heartbeat. You're remembering who you are without the noise. And that's the smartest thing you'll ever do. If your space feels heavy, if your mind feels loud, maybe it's time to let the silence back in. Declutter backwards, like the Amish do, not to impress, but to breathe. Here at Rustic Pantry, we're not chasing clean, we're chasing calm. So if this felt real to you, stick around, subscribe, share, but just start with one drawer. That's enough for today. I'll see you next time when we make life simpler, one small step at a time.